I hope everyone is fine and enjoying study at home. Stay safe and as well as study and concentrate on your studies because we are not available to you for all the 6 hours of the college timing, but sure we are available for you in the videos through our voice. And even if you are having any queries, then you can contact us anytime. But it is a request that you go through the videos which are given by the faculties. If you don't understand, then revise the video again. Still, you don't understand, then you can contact us. But please go through the videos. In the previous video, we were discussing about the first come, first serve algorithm. The first come, first serve algorithm works in the order the process which arrives first is the process which will get the CPU. Let us begin with our Gantt chart. Gantt chart में करना क्या है? First beginning with your process P1. P1 and just draw the outline. P1 is going to take how many milliseconds? 0 to, it is going to take 5 milliseconds. It is going to take how many milliseconds? 5 milliseconds. 5 milliseconds. So it is 5. Then process P2. It is going to take how many milliseconds? 9 milliseconds. So 5 plus 9 equals to 14. Then process P3. It is going to take how many milliseconds? 7 milliseconds. So 14 plus 7 gives you how much? Gives you 21. And finally process P4. It is going to take only 3 milliseconds. So 21 plus 3 gives you 24. Now you're finding your waiting time and turnaround time. So waiting time is what? It is waiting time. Waiting time for which processes? Processes P1, P2 and P3. So waiting time for process P1, where you have to see starting times. You have to look at the starting times. So starting times में अगर आप देखोगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा कि P1 का starting time कितना है? 0. So that means what? It is not waited even for a 1 milliseconds. Then which process? P2. P2 का वेटिंग टाइम कितना है? 5 है. 5 का मतलब क्या कि P1 जब तक एग्जीक्यूशन कर रहा है, P2 वेट कर रहा है, so it will get the CPU at which time? 5 millisecond time. Then P3. In P3 what happens? P3 will wait until P1 and P2 have completed their execution. So total of these timing 5 and 9, that is your 14. So P3 is waiting for how many milliseconds? 14 milliseconds. Starting time ही आप देख लो, आपको कैलकुलेशन की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. Then P4 waiting time कितना है? P4 का waiting time है 21. Now completion time. Completion time में आपको क्या देखना है? This side you have to look at this side. Fine. That is end time. So end time में अब आपको क्या करना है? P1 का completion time कितना है? P1 का completion time है 5. P2 का completion time है 14. Then P3 completion time is 21 and P4's completion time is 24. Calculation of all these times, that is your average turnaround time and average waiting time. So arrival time is not given. So what you have to consider arrival time as? Arrival time will be all zeros. No need to write anything. When arrival time is not given, it is 0 by default. So completion time of each of the processes is directly you have find out. It is 5 for process P1. For process P2 it is 14. For process P3 it is 21. And for process P4 it is 24. Now turnaround time means what? Completion time minus arrival time. Arrival time you have to take into consideration. Why? Because it is not doing any execution if it is not arriving at the given time. So 5 minus 0, 5 only. No need to calculate as the arrival time is 0, 0 only. So this only you have to write down. Then waiting time. Waiting time means what? Turnaround time. Actual completion time, when it has completed. And burst time means what? It is the time which is spent at the processor. So 5 minus 5, that is 0. 14 minus 9, that is 14 minus 9, that is 5. Then 21 minus 7, that is 14. And last 24 minus 3, that is 21. Now find the total. Find the total. Find the total. So total is over here 64 and over here it is 40. Now average waiting time. Average waiting time. What is the average waiting time? It is total divided by number of processes. Total divided by number of processes, which is how much over here? It is 16. Then turnaround time. Now turnaround time. Turn around time. But it is average turnaround time. Average. Average turnaround time is again total divided by number of processes, which is how much? 10. And what is the throughput? What is the throughput? Throughput is what? Completion time, that is, which is the completion time? 24 divided by 4, that is how much? 6. So this is the calculation you have to do.